the situation on the flooding is extremely bad in northern Philippines, particularly in the province of Pangasinan and La Union. Practically all the towns there are practically inundated in water right now, and there's a rescue team of the Red Cross out there. We have 3 lifeboats. It's very puny compared to the magnitude of the disaster, and they have rescued about 500 people already since early this morning. The flood started because of the overflow of 3 dams. That is the San Roque, the Binga, and the Ambuclao Dam. Right now, the U.S. government, upon the request of the Red Cross and our government, have shifted from a military exercise to a humanitarian effort once again. And together with our military and Red Cross, we have 6 rubber boats and they have 2 speedboats. They are now going. They're now heading towards Pangasinan, and hopefully they'll be there by early this afternoon, or by very early this afternoon.
Mr. Gordon, it
Hello.
had been reported that some of the water was released from the dams, inundating some of the villages further downstream. Can you comment on that?
Yes. The dams had to release water because they were already over capacity, and so they had to discourage it earlier so that there would be less damage to the people. But nonetheless, it still caused severe damage because at its height, the water was running at about 3,000 plus cubic meters per second. Now it's down to about 2,438 cubic meters per second. But at its height, at about 2 o'clock early this morning, or about 12 o'clock early this morning, it was running at about 3,000 plus cubic meters per second. So you can imagine the kind of water that was coming down from the spillage of the 3 dams. So that's causing 30 of the 45 towns of Pangasinan to be underwater, some up to the rooftops, and also all the 19 towns of La Union to be underwater.
I'd like to ask you, of the deaths and injuries reported, is this due to the flooding or to the landslides that have been caused by the excess water in the area?
The deaths have been caused principally yesterday by landslides in mining communities as well as landslides in adjoining towns. But we have not had any reported deaths so far confirmed because of the excessive water flows. But we are going to see death tolls here. I'm pretty sure we're going to see a significant number of deaths, and there will be a tremendous amount of crop damage and property damage here. And this will exacerbate what is already happening in Manila and southern Luzon.